Hi, welcome to Mo Talk. Today we're going to discuss, is there such thing as a Mr. Right? And if there is, why is it that we women tend to miss out on Mr. Right? My special guest today that's going to give us some words of wisdom is none other than Velma Camper. Hi, Velma.
Hi, Mo, and hello, everybody.
So, can you tell my audience today, is there really a such thing as Mr. Right? And why is it that we miss out on Mr. Right?
There is a such thing as Mr. Right. Men are natural born hunters. Mr. Right is always the one on the hunt. And we must remember as women that we are the prey. And when you handle yourself the right way, Mr. Right or the hunter will find you.
So, in finding us, would you say that um, is there a particular place we need to be? I mean, what is there a physical place, or is there more or less like a spiritual place we need to be?
Well, there's a God's way and a man's way. God's way is to wait on the Lord to send you a companion. God believes in marriage. Man's way is give me a man to shack up with, give me a boyfriend, give me a one night stand, and those things don't last. But when we are in the Lord, then we want a lasting relationship, and that's what God gives us.
Okay. So, what are some of the characteristics of a Mr. Right, or is a Mr. Right defined by our definition?
Well, you can ask God for what you want because the Bible says ask what you will. But when that right person comes along, tangible things don't matter. What does matter is what's from the heart reaches the heart, that he care for you and you care for him. So many times we love a man, he don't like us.
Hmm. So, I'm glad you mentioned that word like. Is there a difference between love and like? And if so, then is one deeper than the other?
Yes, because see, a lot of times we can love people, but we don't like them.
Wow.
And I need somebody to like me also. Because when you like somebody, you can have $50 and you will call that person you like to be with to help you enjoy that $50. So many times a husband can love a wife, but there are certain places he don't want to go with her, don't want to be with her. But when he like her, he just want her near him. And you can tell people that like each other because when they go out to the restaurant, they're laughing like they just met. They're in the car and they just laughing like they just had a first date. When they get home, they make love because they like each other.
Okay, I'm feeling that. Now, there's something that I've been wanting to ask you is kind of burning. In relationships, I noticed that some women tend to lose their identity. Is there a way for a woman to keep who she is without feeling guilty for wanting to do the things that she likes to do? Because some women are taught that you should please your man by any means necessary, but in trying to please a man, sometimes they lose their sense of self. So how could they prevent that from happening?
Well, Mo, it's imperative that you preserve and keep your own identity. No man wants to be with a woman who has taken over his own identity, who tells him what to wear and tell him how to dress and what kind of car to drive. He wants her to have her identity and him have his. And that's what keep a relationship hot and sweaty.
Okay.
And see, you don't want to be nobody's mom. I don't want to be nobody's mom.
Right.
I want to be his friend. And I want him to like being with me. I want to be able to choose what I want to wear. And I want him to choose, because you know what? A lot of times you think you know a man. You don't know your man. You go shopping with him and let him buy what he want to buy. You'll say, I didn't know you would wear that.
Right. And that's it's really awesome that you mentioned that, because a lot of times you have women, when they get in these relationships, they forget that they're the friend and the lover.
Yes.
And they become the man's mother.
Yes.
And then they start to tell him, well, I don't want you hanging out with so and so, and not allowing him to do what he does. But if you allow him to do what he does, then it still keeps you to do what you do, right?
Exactly. You know, when you get married or you have a long lasting relationship, you should not ever get so comfortable and so common with a person until they feel like they can get in your space. You should always have them to respect your space.
Right.
And respect is what keeps the relationship alive.
I
And you
agree.
know, a lot of times we want to know, did you pay that bill? Did you do so and so? And it's not important. The most important thing is when you hit that bed at night and he know you're his woman. We ain't got no lights, baby, but we got love.
Right, right. And I think another important thing too, not only women that are in a relationship or that are married, but we as single women, to be happy. Because I hear so often, I grew up with 5 brothers, and I hear so often men say black women are always angry, you know. And then I hear women say, well, why is it a man doesn't approach me? I keep myself together, I keep my hair done, my nails done, my clothes are always immaculate. Why is it a man never approaches me? Well, sometimes you have to ask yourself, are you approachable? You know, are you walking around with a frown on your face, or are you smiling? Every time you come into a certain man that's always in your environment, are you happy around that person? Because you never know who's watching you. Am I right, Velma?
And you know, Mo, I think what you're really saying is that the most important man that we need to please is God. Because if we please him, hey, our man's going to be pleased. And when we please God, we're not worried about the things of this world, because every day could be our last day with this person. And I want to have a relationship so that when they're gone, I don't have to jump in the casket, because I know we had good times, we had bad times, and we can share together, we love together, we work together, and whatever go down, hey, you got the last word, you're the man.
Okay, okay. That's awesome. That's
Isn't it nice
awesome.
to have a man you can say, hey baby, you got the last word?
Well, I don't have a man, you know. So for all of you single YouTube men that are God fearing, hey, I am a single woman. So everything that she's saying, I can, I'm taking it in as well, and I know how it is to be on the other side of the fence. You know, she has a man, she has her biceps and triceps. So she's I believe she has given us a lot of words of wisdom. And is there any final words you'd like
Yes.
to give our women before
I
we
like
go?
to wrap it up by saying also, Mo, that no man wants a woman that's totally dependent on him.
Okay.
You know, be your own woman, you know. Have your own stuff. When he said, hey, baby, I need $100, say, hey, I got it.
But you know, Velma, I understand what you're saying, and I think that's really key. But a lot of men feel intimidated by women who are independent.
No, they're too independent. I mean, what I'm saying is that you are the help meet.
Okay.
When you can't meet it, baby, I got it.
I got your back.
Baby, I got
Okay. Okay.
Long as he know, hey, I can get it from him when I get ready. That's all that matters.
And I think another thing too that's most important, that if you're a very independent woman, let's say your man is struggling right now, the key thing is to remind him and to let him know that you are still the man.
Yes.
Even though I get it right now and I'm holding it down, you're still the man. And I think a lot of times women don't allow men to be men, and that's where a lot of conflict comes in. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're going to make a great little woman.
Y'all hear that?
Some jewel of a man.
Well, that's my time. I hope you guys enjoyed our show. And please tune in for next week, because, hey, this woman is full of wisdom. And you know me. I'm your girl, Mo. So I'll talk to you guys later. And our subject for next week will be mothers that want to be mothers, and then mothers who are mothers but that don't really want to be mothers.
Deep.
Tune in. Catch you later.
Okay.